This video is about simplifying roots of negative numbers. In 1777, Euler introduced the symbol I for the square root of negative 1, which is imaginary number. Thus, square root of negative 1 is equal to I. Let us have example number 1. In getting the roots of negative numbers, first is to separate the negative sign to make the number positive. So, square root of negative 25, we will separate negative 1 times 25. So, negative 1 times 25 is negative 25. After you separate the negative sign, you will now proceed in extracting the roots of a positive number. The square root of 25 is equal to positive negative 5. And the square root of negative 1 is equal to I because square root of negative 1 is equal to I. Therefore, the square root of negative 25 are positive 5i and negative 5i. For our second example, we have the square root of negative 8. First is to separate the negative sign. So, square root of negative 1 times 8. Then extract the roots. 8 is not a perfect square. We will find its factors, wherein 1 is a perfect square. The factors of 8 is equal to 1 times 8 and 2 times 4. In the given factors, we can use 2 times 4 because 4 is a perfect square. We can rewrite it as negative 1 times the factor of 8, 2 times 4. We can now extract the roots. Square root of 4 is positive negative 2, and the square root of negative 1 is I, then square root of 2. Therefore, the square root of negative 8 is equal to positive 2i square root of 2 and negative 2i square root of 2. For our third example, we have the square root of negative 5. So we will now separate the negative sign. It will become negative 1 times 5. 5 is not a perfect square, and the only factor of 5 is 1 and itself. Therefore, we will let it inside the radical sign. So the square root of negative 1 is I, so positive negative I, then square root of 5. The square root of negative 5 is equal to positive negative I square root of 5.